he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This is Tony Pollard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. They hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Yeah, he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports.
3-3.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
5-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now This one to his running back out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it in for the touchdown with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Now Jones throwing again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And now before the play clock runs out, Brian Flores is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
First and 10.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
And 1.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off play action. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
A 50-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Jones now to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the gun, Jones completes it over the middle to Floyd. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 49-yard line.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3rd and 15.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
40-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
10 at their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Columbus, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now Jones off the play fake. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Off play action. Jones rolling to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
At the 4-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The tackle.
Now here's whistles and another timeout. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's second and 4. And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the field goal got them back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
Yeah, they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.